Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 7 Alive at the Space, brought to you by 7ahead.com and Media Education. We're here to get you off your couch and out into your local music scene. Now, I'm going to be chatting to these guys in just a bit, but as always, we're going to start with some music. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Old Dollar Bill.
Natasha's got some tables just for you.
very much, Old Dollar Bill. Now I'm going to invite Ed, the drum man king thing.
The drum man king thing.
I just made that up right there.
Did you?
Stick.
I thought that was scripted.
So hi Ed, nice to meet you.
Chris, nice to meet you.
And can you introduce us to the rest of the band?
Yes, on guitar and vocals and other instruments is Steve Clark. And on bass guitar, recently joined us, is John Fingers Farrell.
So you guys have been playing together for about 6 years now. So what was it that brought you together? How did you get your start?
Purely circumstance and happen chance. Steve was playing music with another musical partner, as was I, and my guy on this night got laryngitis of a gig that we were supposed to be doing, and Steve was the... I hate to say this and admit it, but Steve was the last number that I called to fill in for that night's gig. It's really sad. The reason for that is that we had just met about 3 weeks before at a session in the Whiskey Bar in Edinburgh on the Royal Mile, and I'd phoned everyone else that I knew, and luckily Steve and his guy at the time, Craig, managed to come along and not only do the gig, but we absolutely had a fantastic night. We'd never played together before as a band, and all we did was bluegrass music, and I'd never played that before, so that's really how the band got together.
Nice. So, are you over that now? The whole
not
last
really.
choice?
It still haunts me. You know?
Still haunts. And now I'm standing directly in front of you. It's just getting worse. So you guys get about a bit, don't you? You've recently been in France, I believe?
Yeah, we're just back from our fourth sojourn to France, southwest France, based in Bordeaux. And we do a lot of gigs in the local area and in Scotland and Northern England. We've been lucky, but you know, the more we play, the luckier we get. Yeah. So it's just that we're very fortunate that we'll have good contacts, and we've managed to make the time available to actually fulfil the commitments that have been given to us.
So how does playing in France differ to playing in Scotland, except for the language everyone's speaking?
Absolutely. We didn't have a problem with that. We're multilingual, and that's a lie. We don't find that much of a difference, other than the fact that I feel, and I'm sure Steve does too, that when you take the music to a different audience, initially it's the surprise factor that they're not expecting. They maybe have heard about bluegrass in the past and alternative country, but they've never really experienced it themselves. And I don't think there's a huge market for bluegrass there. It never has been. But hopefully we are doing something to remedy that, and we've been welcomed with open arms, and it's been a real treat. We've been lucky.
Has anyone ever seen you over there and said, "Sacre bluegrass"?
Every single night.
I thought I was the first person to think of that. So, bluegrass in general, what is it about the genre that's grabbed you guys?
Well, initially, it's fair to say that it had grabbed Steve before it grabbed me, and I was really just a passenger that was dragged along on the train of on the trail of bluegrass because of that night when we had to play together, and we had no other alternative but to play the set that Steve was already playing with his musical partner, and we found that. Well, thankfully, the percussion that I added, and at the time I didn't use a kit like this, it was a Spanish flamenco box, a cajon, and we got by on that night to the extent where it seemed to really please Steve, and I was delighted with what these guys were doing, and from that point on, it really just became a bit of an obsession with me, because I've never experienced it before properly.
So after once, you were hooked?
After one night.
So everyone here is now hooked. I know I am. Told you.
Yeah, you did.
Now, just in case anyone who lives on the internet over there is hooked on the bluegrass now as well, where can they find out about you?
They can find out about us on our website, our official website, which you can find us on olddollarbill.net, and from that you can find out every single part of us that you possibly need. We've got contact centres there, we've got product centres, you can download all of our material, you can listen to it on SoundCloud, you can join us on Facebook and Twitter. So really, if you get onto the Facebook page and the web page, everything is self-explanatory from that point.
Yeah, so folks on the internet, that should hopefully have been coming across your screen there. people in here, that should hopefully not have been coming across the field of your vision. If it was, just contact a first aider. Now the songs, the two songs you just played there, I believe were written from quite personal experiences.
Indeed, yeah.
Do you mind telling us a wee tiny bit about those?
Yeah, the first song, Tables for You, was written a good few years ago now, in fact nearly 5 years ago. We have been playing at the Whisky Bar in the Royal Mile for about 6 years now. We've been very fortunate that the owners there have continued and expanded live music 7 nights a week, and it's a really great venue and a great showcase venue for bands like ourselves to play to tourists who would never ordinarily have that opportunity to see live acts. So a big heads up to Gary and Anne for the venue itself. But we met an extraordinary young lady there by the name of Natasha, who is one of the barmaids. And whenever we were waiting for the space to become available within the bar to perform on whatever evening it was we were booked there, she would clear the space and put her head out the door, and we would probably be sitting outside having a coffee or a Coke and waiting for space, and she would just pop her head out the door and say, "Guys, you know, I've got tables for you." So we thought, oh, there's a song in that. And then about a week or so later we came along, and we just happened to be having a coffee and a chat, and Natasha was working that day, and we just sat and watched her at work and just took notes. And the poor girl didn't have any idea what was happening to her. But I must say that before any of you think that we're embarking on a career in stalking, we're not. Or a career in stockings, that which is not going to happen either. But Natasha not only introduces the track on our first album, but she also participates halfway through, which is nice, by way of chuckles and laughs. So we're really grateful to her for that.
And so, do you find most of your songs come from that sort of very personal, or is there anything else that kind of
I think,
inspires you?
well, there's influence everywhere that you look, and from people that you speak to. We might even get a song out of you tonight, Chris, you never know. But yeah, it comes
probably, yeah.
It just comes from everything that we see, personal experience, the fortunes or the misfortunes of others. You know, that's where a lot of our material comes from. And we like to say that our first album is made up of all of the angst that perhaps we've had, of problems with alcohol on certain nights, and you know, maybe love's lost, and you know, we've written about that. So different things, you know, add to the whole sort of genre of the first album.
Great, turn your pain into gain.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff. Now, have you got any future plans for world domination? Any gigs coming up? Anything?
Yeah, we plan. Actually, we start next week. We're actually going to be talking to a promoter down south that we've been speaking to for a few weeks now. So we've got plans to go down there and visit with them at the beginning of next week, hopefully. And we're always busy in Edinburgh. I mean, if you check out the website, as I say, you can see our gig list for a month ahead at least. And we're also we like to be quite prolific in the festival.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, last year we did 30 nights at 31. Which was exhausting, but as you say, you know, it's no pain, no gain, and we love to be involved in the festival, and we love to take a different type of show to different venues in the festival, and invite different people to join us on different nights, and maybe have a different flavour of music.
Maybe you could do 31 this year.
We'll try.
Lazy.
We'll try.
So I'm going to turn this out. This is your worst nightmare come true. I'm going to turn this out. Do you have any questions in the studio audience?
What are your ambitions musically?
To continue to play as much as possible, to continue to adapt, and to perform well, and to please as many people as possible, and to take our music, which we're really proud of, our own music. You know, you can't please all the people all the time, but every time we play, we enjoy playing because primarily it's ours.
Great, thanks.
Because you've said that, I feel a little bit bad for keeping you talking for so long. So, I'm going to let these guys get back and playing. So, ladies and gentlemen here and at home on the internet, can you join me in re-welcoming Old Dollar Bill?
Thanks, Chris. That's a song from our second studio album, which is entitled Lucky for Kentucky, and that was My Love She'd Wear a Disguise. This next number is from the same album, and it's something that you guys watching at home, or perhaps here who have been having a drink so far, may need at the end of the night. You may need one more shot
to kill
the pain.
Believe that.
But remember, the more you drink,
The better we sound.
yeah,
Let's have one more shot right now.
absolutely.
Okay, boys, here we go.
Okay, now, we're going to keep the party going in here as long as possible, right? Yeah. But internet, this is where you get off. Go home, internet. There's none more for you. But if you would like to see more, maybe come down here in person, get yourself onto 7ahead.com for more details, and just go out and see a gig. There's stuff happening every night in this wonderful city. Anyway, we're going to keep partying. We're going to hear some more music from Old Dollar Bill. But it's good night from me, and it's good night from everyone here. Woo!